Wait, hold on a second. Are you really saying that Miss Tingyun was a member of the Antimatter Legion all along? And what was that fire that came out of her? And her body? Where did it go? Mr. Yang, you're smart. What happened just now?
The flame we witnessed claimed to be Lord Ravager Phantilia, a name I've heard other Nameless speak of in the past. She's one of 7 Lord Ravagers who serve Nanook, and finds pleasure in witnessing the self-destruction of mortals. She's led countless souls down a dark and hopeless path.
Meaning that Tingyun had long since fallen under the Lord Ravager's influence?
I don't believe so. Phantilia revels in watching a corrupted mind eating away its host from inside out, until the obliteration of both is achieved. But there was no indication that Tingyun had been misguided or manipulated. It's possible that the Tingyun we knew wasn't her true self, but an image Phantilia devised to serve her own purposes.
You're saying that the real Tingyun is still...
I'm sorry, March. I can't say with any certainty where the real Tingyun may be, or at what point she was replaced by the imposter. Without knowing where the body vanished to, it'll be tough to get an answer. At this point, it's all just conjecture and hope. But if that body belonged to the real Tingyun, it does raise the question of why Phantilia would go to such lengths to destroy any evidence of her. Wouldn't it be more in line with her destructive nature to leave Tingyun's remains behind as a display of power? I believe this to be Phantilia's goal: to sow seeds of doubt among us and ensnare us in a malevolent trap.
It's clear that the sudden resurgence of the disciples of Sanctus Medicus is all connected to the Lord Ravager. Pretending to be a Xianzhou citizen, planting a stellar Rom in the Loufu, all part of her plan to bring about our self-destruction. Phantilia is aiming for the Ambrosial Arbor. If she succeeds, the Loufu will be deprived of its roots, making its destruction all too easy. We must stop her. We need to take a star skiff to Scale Gorge Waterscape. The Ambrosial Arbor can be sealed from that delve. Let's make haste. That imposter had the audacity to carry out her nefarious plans right under our noses. How utterly despicable. What worries me more is just how many more antimatter saboteurs are at large. It all happened so suddenly. But looking back, I think Mr. Yang was right. Tingyun was behaving strangely. She was fascinated with the Abundance's creations. Since she was an Amicastor dispatched by the Skyfaring Commission, it's evident that there must indeed be a person with her name in the commission. We'll have to let the Cloud Knights get to the bottom of what happened to the real Tingyun. As for the Tingyun who accompanied us all that way, it's like what Mr. Yang said. Her appearance was designed to sow seeds of doubt among us. We cannot allow ourselves to fall into her trap. It is a delve governed by the Vidyadhara, supposedly an ancient oceanic region transferred from the Vidyadhara home planet. After the Ambrosial Arbor was broken in two during the war, its roots were left gnarled and broken. Yet it never died. The Alliance decided to seal the Arbor within Scale Gorge Waterscape,
entrust it to the High Elders of the Vidyadhara, and rely on the power of long scions to constrain it. It has been so long. No one knows whether the seal remains. Even if it does, I doubt it will hinder that spectral Lord Ravager. I've reported the current situation to the Seat of Divine Foresight. He made no further contact after we communicated at the Matrix of Prescience. He said he had important matters to personally attend to. The situation stands on the edge of a precipice. We must trust in the General. This is... Huh? You're pretty familiar with this place. Yep, it's the Alchemy Commission. No wonder we were getting those military broadcasts on the way over. Something about the Cloud Knights gathering here, right? They're probably coming to fix the Stellaron problem. It's been such a long journey, but now we're finally gonna meet some Cloud Knights. I'll be back with my unit. I didn't lie to you, right? I told you I'd bring you somewhere safe, and I did. Though, we did take a bit of a detour.
Before I arrived in Starskiff Haven, I had a diviner read my fortune for the journey ahead. He told me not to be concerned with the destination, but to seize my chances and travel with the current to reap the greatest harvest.
Meaning?
Meaning, thank you, Miss Sushang.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm gonna go report to the nearest captain. You guys can hang around here, but don't run off too far. There'll be Cloud Knights coming to escort you back soon. Bye for now.
The messages never get sent. I wonder what's happening with those three. The Cloud Knights seem to be gathering for the Stellaron disaster. But why did Kafka want us to come here? What happened to them? And what happened to Blade? I've delayed for too long. I need more information. I'm sorry, I have to catch up to my friends. Thank you for looking out for me on this journey. Both of you.
What a huge cauldron.
This Orient Cauldron is driven by the cloud hymn magic of our people, the Vidyadhara. It drinks the water of the ancient sea like a whale swallows the tide, and refines it into medicinal pellets.
Yeah!
All the elixir crucibles that the Videodora helped to construct contain Cloud Hymn magic. You should take this chance to learn more, young master.
Uh-huh. But I don't need any sort of device to help me command water. What more is there to learn?
You are indeed the chosen one, with endless potential. Yet, Cloud Hymn magic is just the beginning.
A Vidyadhara mirage echo? Have these shadows of the past yet to disperse? These memories... No. They have nothing to do with me anymore.
They say that you're Lung's power incarnate. Is that true?
Long. I was exiled from the Xianzhou. I'm no longer one of the Scions of Permanence.
I doubt I will be here to see you take charge. No need to feel aggrieved. Videodora go through cycles of life and death, existing forever in this world. By the time you are the High Elder, my hatching rebirth will be complete, and I will be a child once again. Please, take care of me. Surging power. It's you. You've returned, High Elder. Something terrible is happening in Scale Gorge Waterscape. Please, don't go any further. Your enemies are waiting for you.
I'm sorry. I cannot linger here. My friends have left. I must find them.
You didn't heed us then, and won't heed us now. As headstrong as you always were. It seems you already made your decision. There is a vessel bound for Scale Gorge Waterscape, located ahead.
He's here.
Right on time.
That feeling, Kafka. It's welling up within me. That feeling... It's...
Well, don't resist. Let the Mara strike you.
You're here. It's time to pay the price! It's time! You think changing form will help you escape? Escape.
I've told you and that woman many times. I am Dan Heng. I've nothing to do with your past.
Dan Heng. You think another name and face can blot out the sin of your past? You didn't even experience death. I will force this suffering upon you, Dan Heng, you will know the pain of death.
Not on my watch. You're not murdering anyone today, fugitive. You're coming with me.
Qing Yuan's lapdog. Did the general not teach you to choose your battles wisely?
Hey, move back. Things are about to... Huh? You look so familiar.
Look out!
Quit hiding. Your true self revealed.
Stop! You...
I have news for you, boy. Behind you is none other than the traitor of the Xianzhou. A criminal forever banished. The High Elder of the Vidyadhara. Imbibitor Lunae. You really thought the Stellaron hunters were the only ones to infiltrate the Xianzhou?
In that case, I'll bring both of you to justice. I've heard of you, Imbibitor Lunae. First it was the Stellaron hunters, now an exiled criminal has infiltrated the Xianzhou. Sword, heed me!
I have no interest in stoking conflict. I came to ensure the safety of my friends.
Save your excuses for the shackling prison.
Out of the way! Do not be afraid.
Better, but I'm afraid you won't be seeing your friends. They're caught in their own bitter struggle.
Silence! You're not getting away either!
Is that so? Let's heat things up then. Kafka?
Lady, listen to me. Unleash the Mara.
So it begins. Fail to send you.
Surrender!
Too little. What's wrong? Afraid to hurt the boy? Too little.
I wonder if the others are okay. Gotta make this quick.
Fail to send you.
You two just won't give up. I only have one choice.
So familiar. Did she teach you? Then you deserve no mercy.
Can't delay any longer. I didn't wish to harm anyone. But there's no other way. Forgive me.
This isn't over.
of you listen to me. Stop. Well, Blady, are you satisfied?
What did you do?
I'm just clearing the stage for the grand entrance. Can't have you three misbehaving in front of the Loufu's hotshot general.
Qingyuan.
General!
Many years have passed since the two of you departed the Xianzhou, and yet the circumstances of your return appear to be equally unhappy. If you still thought of me as a friend, you should have forewarned me.
My task is complete.
That it is. Thank you for assisting the Xianzhou in this small matter. Take this person away. I will pretend I didn't see anything this time.
General,
Now is not the time. It has been a long time, old friend.
I'm not him.
I'm sorry. You cannot leave yet. Your Astral Express friends are waiting for you in Scale Gorge Waterscape. Shall we go and see them together? Lunarescent Depths, a realm of singular beauty. Scale Gorge Waterscape is the same as when I last laid eyes on it. And here we stand so different from one another. The flesh of long-life species may be immortal, but the constant of heaven and earth eludes them.
You know the Vidyadhara hatching rebirth cycle, General. The waters of the ancient sea have cleansed Danfeng of his past sin. The person that once stood here alongside you is no more. I am Dan Heng. Whether Danfeng was hero or villain has nothing to do with me. I bore his punishment, accepted my eternal banishment without complaint. But do not let his shadow cloud your estimation of me, General.
Raising old nets only darkens the water. An exercise in unhappiness. Perhaps it is your visage, the horns on your head, or the unmistakable air of the High Elder that makes the separation nigh impossible for me.
I already told you,
You did. But to what effect? If words alone were enough to change the heart, this world would be without quarrel. If you wish to rid me of the illusion of Danfeng, you must do something for me. Before I can let Dongfeng die and revoke your banishment edict, I need him to do me one final favor. I can guarantee you that when it is done, you will no longer walk in anyone's shadow aboard the Loufu.
I may not be capable of the things that Dongfeng was capable of.
You must do it, or my promise will count for naught. If you wish to blame someone, blame your previous incarnation. Had he not committed that terrible sin, had the power of dragon transmutation been passed on intact, I would have no need to compel you. It is as I said. Here we stand so different from one another. Dongfeng is no more. Now, there is only Dongheng. But I am the general of the Loufu. There are things that I wish I did not have to do, and yet I must. Let us talk of happier tidings. The friends you made on the Express are here. Do you wish to see them?
You brought them here?
Yes. They are waiting in the Dragon Vista Rain Hall. Go. Your friends are waiting for you. I have been keeping careful watch against the abominations of abundance, the Stellaron Hunters, and the disciples of Sanctus Medicus. But I never anticipated the Antimatter Legion. The hunt is far from over, yet all the while we find ourselves at war with other evil spirits. From this battle onward, the Alliance must fight the Legion to our dying breath, even if it means the end of the Loufu. Our intelligence tells us that the Legion are a mad and destructive war machine. Yet they never took up arms against the Alliance. The armies of the Seven Ravagers all have their own means of destruction. They are not to be taken lightly. Lord Ravager Fantalia favors internal collapse, which is why she masterminded the Stellaron crisis and urged the disciples of Sanctus Medicus out of the shadows. Now that her plot has been laid bare, she has no choice but to retreat. And yet that hardly suits her philosophy of destruction. There must be something more. Do you know something? When Dongfeng committed his great crime, the Ten Lords Commission advocated strongly for him to be destroyed. The Vidyadhara, on the other hand, were split evenly in their favor and disfavor of the motion. The dragon transmutation inheritance was not intact after all. The senior Vidyadhara hated you, yet did not dare to kill you. The Vidyadhara were under great pressure. In order to placate the Ten Lords and Skyfaring Commissions, they performed an exuviation charm on Dongfeng against his will. Still, they ensured that the charm contained a flaw, thinking that this would fool the Ten Lords Commission. The senior Vidyadhara were sure of their scheme, but you cannot hide fire with paper. Look, your friends are taking the fight to the Legion as we speak.
We need to help them. Let's go! Heaven's Surge. Cloud-bearing dragon. Rise!
This is our chance.
A foregone conclusion.
Here is thunder!
Heaven's Surge. Celestial dragon.
This is our chance. Take this!
I told ya I could fight.
I sense a storm. Heaven's Surge. Cloud-bearing dragon. Rise!
Let's go. Rules are made to be broken.
Conflict is pitiless. Time for the master stroke. Radiant Spirit, heed my word. Show no mercy!
I wish not to use the strength. Heaven's Surge. Celestial dragon. Quake!
This is our chance.
There's no time to lose.
Here is thunder!
You have the worst luck, Rekka.
I sense a storm. Heaven's Surge. Cloud-bearing dragon. Rise!
Xingyuan, where have you been?
Forgive my late arrival, Lady Fu. We are indebted to you and your forces. The Seats of Divine Foresight relate the battle reports to me. As for Fantilia's plan...
The Ambrosial Arbor. That's her focus. Lord Ravager Fantilia's strategy was to create civil strife, then let it consume the Xianzhou from within. She wanted to use the Arbor to disseminate the power of the Plague's Author, and turn the Loufu into a hell of undying abominations.
That is clear to me now. Friends of the Astral Express, I have brought someone with me whom I think you'll be eager to see.
Huh? Is that... Don Hung? You are Don Hung, right? What's with the horns?
It's a long story, March. It's me.
So, you do have secret strength.
Let us save such reminiscence for later, shall we? My astral guests. When you first appeared on the Loufu, your stated aim was the resolution of the Stellaron crisis. I was concerned that the Stellaron hunters harbored ulterior motives and refused your offer. I see now that I was overly anxious. Nevertheless, It is true that the motives of the Stellaron hunters were not what they appeared. In order that the Express and the Xianzhou fight side by side, Kafka lured you here and broadened the scope of the crisis. In doing so, she succeeded in making it clear that your sincerity is beyond doubt. The Loufu is in your debt, and I have no right to seek further assistance from you. However, as Lady Fu has explained, the appearance of Phantilia means that the situation is far from under our control. As General of the Loufu, it would be foolish of me not to ask Don Hong and the rest of you for your strength at this critical moment.
Even if the crisis on the Loufu had nothing to do with the Stellaron, I would be willing to help. But I can't speak for the other members of my crew. Explore, understand, establish, and connect. As the crew of the Express, that's the Trailblaze creed we follow. Still, when the journey gets tough, those words can feel far off. Fear, risk, enemies, and death are the obstacles we face in pursuit of the creed. That's why the nameless who are able to stay the course number few indeed. Whether our destination lies before us or behind us, the decision is ours to make. Here, as on the Express, every vote counts.
Don Hung?
Thank you, Don Hong.
How am I still one of the nameless? I stand here at the mercy of others without true freedom to speak. But as a descendant of the Vidyadhara, I will fulfill my duty to the Loufu.
Great! Everyone's just as heroic as when they arrived. So, what's the master plan, General?
There is no master plan, only a bet. A bet on the senior Vidyadhara's incomplete exuviation charm, and on Dong Hong's ability to access the memories of the High Elder.
High Elder?
When the Rainbow Arbiter severed the Ambrosial Arbor, remnants of the curse of the Plague's author lingered. In order to make the stemming of those remnants a possibility, the Loufu invoked the power of the Scions of Permanence. Under the direction of the High Elder, the Vidyadhara guided the waters of the ancient sea to flood the Scale Gorge waterscape delve and contain the Arbor. To commemorate this magnificent feat and sacrifice, the Alliance erected the Dragon Vista Rain Monument, a Vidyadhara statue.
It looks so much like Don Hong. I wonder if... the statue... is that... Don Hong's brother?
I see why you might think so. These events occurred a long time ago. Yet successive generations of High Elders have not differed greatly in their appearance. That is, until the current generation. The most recent successor did not inherit the same level of power, and their appearance is that of a child. Do you understand, Don Hong? Since Dong Feng perished, the Loufu Vidyadhara have no longer had an individual capable of performing such feats. But you, who once kept watch over the Arbor, should be able to open a way through to that great tree. What happens next is in your hands.
You scared the heck out of me! For a second, I thought you'd annoyed the general. It seemed like you were his prisoner. There I was, thinking up a plan to kidnap you. And it turns out the two of you are old buddies. So, what made you suddenly decide to come down from the express? Aw, how sweet. But Mr. Yang and I have been holding our own. We're pretty much Xianzhou heroes at this point. Anyway, it's great to have you with us, Dan Heng.
Imbibitor Lunay's reincarnation. Dong Hong, correct? I've heard your name before. Your name was only erased from the public eye. But as the Master Diviner, I know, and should know, all the records of years gone by. Such archives are of great importance in times of need. I was not born in the heroic and extraordinary era of the High Cloud Quintet. To have seen those legends with my own eyes. Your appearance closely matches the depiction in the annals. Does Videodora reincarnation really entail a complete transformation? A new life?
Has coming here triggered your memory? Release your full potential. The power you carry is the key to opening a way through to the Ambrosial Arbor.
I knew you'd come. When we first mentioned the Xianzhou, there was a sad look in your eyes. They may have banished you, but the Loufu is still your home. You're a member of the Express crew, Dan Heng. Let's settle this matter as soon as possible. Our journey doesn't end here.
The annals mention that Scale Gorge waterscape was once the location of Dragon Palace. Small wonder. Look at all these submerged structures.
I was fortunate enough to be here during the Xianzhou upheaval period. I witnessed this place in its prime. An age passed. The palace was left in ruins, and the Vidyadhara used their sacred homeland to imprison the Arbor. The Loufu and the Xianzhou are greatly indebted to them. Lady Fu.
Here, General.
Remain here. Lead the Cloud Knights in defense of this passage. We must prevent further incidents.
Jingyuan. General, are you planning to face Vantilia alone?
I wouldn't say so. I'll be counting on a few friends for support.
General, don't cast us aside. We're willing to go with you.
Yes, General. We may not be the mightiest force, but it's our duty as Cloud Knights to protect the Xianzhou. How can we let Outworlders face the danger while we stay behind the lines? With your permission, sir, allow me to lead the way.
I understand your sentiments, soldiers. But the adversary ahead of us is not an abomination of abundance. They are a Lord Ravager of the Antimatter Legion. Crossing this line will bring you into the conflict between the Rainbow Arbiter and the Ruin Author. You have a more important duty. Cloud Knights, attention! After I enter the Ambrosial Arbor, and if the seawater returns to its original state, you must withdraw immediately and seal off the delve once more. The Master Diviner will lead you.
Yes, General!
Lady Fu, if I am unable to return, I entrust you with the important task of relaying the full account to the other Xianzhou ships.
I trust you will be here to reissue the order in person. But whatever the outcome, I will do as you command and honor the mission.
Spoken like a true general.
These steps are so far apart. I gotta find a way down.
You scale-gorge waterscape to seal the armor. Treason! Blasphemy! You've lost your senses. You think this will gain the trust of the Xianzhou natives. Those who are not of our kind can never be of our mind.
I understand your misgivings, but my decision is made. That is the course we must take.
Very well. In that case, I will report you to the Preceptors and have you stripped of the name and power of the High Elder.
This must be the first High Elder that accepted the mission to quell the Ambrosial Arbor. According to tradition, from then on, successive High Elders were obliged to return to the Dragon Vista Rain Hall. They would guide the tides of the ancient sea to guard and strengthen the Arbor's seal.
Do you remember now?
Yes. Reverence to the Three Talents, the path to the Great Roots. It's the way to the root depths.
Is that some kind of riddle? Reverence to the Three Talons. What the heck does that mean?
Don't worry about it. Just follow me.
Oh, what a huge palace. Completely abandoned. That must have been difficult for them. Imagine how upset you'd be if you had to abandon me.
for the Vidyadhara, it must have been a necessary sacrifice. This is one of the places mentioned in the riddle. One of the 3 talents. If we can break the seal here, we'll be a step closer to the roots of the arbor.
Those seals you mentioned, do you mean these weird-looking stone lanterns?
That's right. From what I recall, we have to touch these stone lanterns in a particular sequence to unlock the seals in this area.
In that case, then, I'll leave it to you.
I'll do my best. It worked.
General, did you hear about Miss Tingyun?
I received word from Lady Fu. The depth of Fentilia's infiltration, along with her meticulous planning, makes her extremely difficult to guard against. The Cloud Knights will carry out an investigation. But for now, our most pressing matter is to put a stop to Fentilia's scheme.
Gale Force!
Time to say bye. Boom.
Nap time.
To the clouds! Lamp forward!
Stand still.
Gale Force! Bullets! From the boat! I'm glad we're all out safely.
If your people knew that you had brought me here, there would be great unrest. They will never know. Keep quiet, Inxing. This will make us even. I will give you 2 hours. Research what you can. Remember, 2 hours. I'm a short-lived species. Do you think 2 hours isn't enough? It will be done.
That's Dun Feng's voice. But what about the other person? So familiar.
Nap time. Relax.
Gale Force! Lance forward!
Time to say bye. Boom.
To the clouds!
Nap time. Relax.
the boat! Quite the taking.
This seal was already on the verge of breaking before the Ambrosial Arbor's resurrection.
Stand still. Time to say bye. Boom. To the clock. Lance forward.
Nap time.
Relax.
Just a little something. Think nothing of it.
Gale force. Stand still. Bullet from the boat. Time to say bye. Boom.
Nap time.
To the clock. Stand still. Lance forward. Relax. Time to say bye. Boom.
Nap time. Just a little something. Think nothing of it. Naughty child.
Relax. Cutting the net. Lance ablaze! Lance forward!
That's better.
Nice teamwork.
Stand still.
Time for
Good times. Time to say bye. Boom.
Nice teamwork.
that hurt. Naughty nap time.
Relax.
I'm on guard. Lance ablaze! Lance forward!
That's better.
Lance at the ready.
Stand still. Relax.
I'm on guard.
Stand still.
Just a little something. Think nothing of it.
Nice teamwork.
Good times. Time to say bye. Boom.
I'm okay.
Nap time.
Say bye to breathing.
noticed the flagstone the creature was stepping on? I wonder if it has any connection to the seal.
Okay, let's head to the third seal.
Who are you?
Danfang said only the High Elder can enter here.
That traitor is already dead. Who are you? What do you want with the High Elder?
What do I want? I want to see her. See how she's faring. I want to see her.
A mysterious intruder. But that voice is so familiar.
Stand still.
Lance, forward!
Relax.
Gale Force!
Time to say bye. Boom. Nap time.
I'm glad we're all out safely. Never let your guard down in front of your enemy.
Does that hurt?
Breathe over the clouds!
Mortality means forever.
I'm okay. That's better.
Relax. Time to say bye. Boom.
A miracle.
Lance, forward!
Stand still.
Just a little something. Think nothing of it. I'm okay. Nap time.
Secret of the safe.
Lance forward!
Relax. Time to say bye. Boom.
Merciful Medicus.
Stand still. Just a little something. Think nothing of it.
Lance forward! To the clock! Bolt! From the boat!
A miracle.
Not a threat!
Relax.
Gale force!
Just a little something. Think nothing of it. Stand still. Time to say bye. Boom.
Lance forward!
Secret of the safe.
That's better.
Relax. To the clock! Not a scratch. Bolt! From the boat!
Stand still.
Gale force! Lance forward!
A miracle.
To the clock!
Nap time. Relax. Time to say bye. Boom.
Watch yourself! Gale force!
Stand still. I'm okay.
Secret of the safe.
Just a little something. Think nothing of it.
To the clock! Bolt! From the boat! Lance forward!
Nap time. Relax.
Gale force!
Time to say bye. Boom.
A miracle.
Stand still.
To the clock! Bolt! From the boat!
Nap time. Relax.
Gale force! Lance forward!
Secret of the safe.
Stand still. Just a little something. Think nothing of it.
Watch yourself!
Time to say bye. Boom. Relax.
To the clock!
A miracle.
Bolt! From the boat!
Nap time.
Gale force! Lance forward!
Just a little something. Think nothing.
Bullets! From the bow! Gale Force!
A miracle!
Not a threat! Lance forward!
A beauty existence!
To the clouds!
Secret of the saints!
Bullets! From the bow!
That's better.
Gale Force! Lance forward! Watch yourself!
Just a little something. Think nothing.
To the clouds!
Nap time.
A miracle!
Bullets! From the bow!
A beauty existence!
Gale Force! Lance forward!
Secret of the saints!
To the clouds! I can take it. Okay. Bullets! From the bow!
Just a little something. Think nothing.
Gale Force!
A miracle!
Not a threat! Lance forward!
A beauty existence!
To the clouds! Bullets! From the bow! Gale Force!
Secret of the saints!
Lance forward! To the clouds! Watch yourself!
Just a little something. Think nothing. Nap time.
Gale Force!
A miracle!
Bullets! From the bow!
A beauty existence!
Lance forward! To the clouds!
Nap time.
Secret of the saints!
Just a little something. Think nothing.
Gale Force! Lance forward! To the clouds! Bullets! From the bow!
Nap time.
Gale Force!
A miracle! That should do, General.
Enough. Don't be nervous, sir. This is a mere formality for me, and the Ten Lords Commission. This is of vital importance to the Ambrosial Arbor Seals. Safety must be guaranteed.
Quelling the Arbor is the duty of the Videodara.
Keep in mind,
This generation cannot afford to repeat the failure of the previous High Elder.
Of course.
The Cloud Knight General and the Ten Lords Commission. They performed regular inspections of Scale Gorge Waterscape.
Looks good.
Does that hurt?
To the clouds!
That's better.
And forward! Bullets! From the bow!
The human body is beautiful in its fragility.
Gale Force!
Time to say bye. Boom.
I can take it.
I'm okay.
To the clouds!
Now, time. Relax.
Gale Force!
Just a little something. In keeping with it.
Stand still. Time to say bye. Boom.
And forward! Bullets! From the bow!
Now, relax.
To the clouds!
The human body is beautiful in its fragility.
The last of the three talons is here. Our people sing the hymn of clouds and dance to water's cherished sounds. And high above the dragon flies, to each is destined different skies. This mural portrays the Vidyadhara young. They acquire knowledge and depart for different places on the Xianzhou, thereby dedicating themselves to serving the Alliance.
This mural is pretty interesting. It looks like time hasn't had any effect on it.
This mural must be related to the others here. It tells the story of the Vidyadhara self-reincarnation, from hatching rebirth in the ancient sea, to the return to that same sea as the cycle begins again.
Hey, do you think this could be related to the seals?
Perhaps.
Perhaps? Fair enough. It's tough racking your brains all the time. I'm struggling to keep track.
Our reincarnation's greatest cost, the wisdom of a past life lost. Yet through the teachings of our kind, unto the young again consigned. The mural depicts the Vidyadhara being guided by their elder, a wiser kin after their rebirth. And as the day is almost gone, return alone to water's song. Beneath the waves in silver shell, await new life that time will tell. The worldly limit of the Vidyadhara is reached after 7 centuries. They return to the ancient sea and form a shell, awaiting the next hatching rebirth. Beneath the lunar glow adorned, Vidyadhara eggs begin to form, and from the ancient sea rebirth, to walk again on solid earth. This mural describes the Vidyadhara hatching rebirth in the lunarescent depths, the beginning of self-reincarnation.
What seems to be the problem, friend? It would appear the seals have you at a loss. Could the murals in our vicinity be related to the seals?
The reverence to the 3 talons is complete. Now, we must head for the roots of the arbor. The roots of the arbor are still growing.
It's Ventilia. We must hurry.
What is this?
Miss March, I would advise you to refrain from interfering with the Vidyadhara.
Huh? The Vidyadhara? You mean these pearls will turn into people?
When the life of a Vidyadhara is over, they return to the ancient sea and form a shell, before emerging anew. This is the hatching rebirth cycle.
Whoa.
Young Master, must we really forsake Skilgord's waterscape?
Can you forgive me, Yuan?
I cannot say, Your Master. I feel resentment in my heart. But there are also feelings I cannot put into words. The senior Vidyadhara say that the Xianzhou offered us this place, that we hail from another world. Is it time to repay them?
It is time to repay them.
dragon?
We've reached the end. These are the roots of the ambrosial arbor, where the vestiges of abundance lie. Reverence to the three talents, the path to the great roots. This is it. Under the power of the High Elder, the arbor's roots have formed into the image of a dragon. Now, I will break the final seal.
I hope everyone is prepared.
Has the General of the Loufu chosen to grace me with his presence?
That witch! She was here waiting for us the whole time! Show yourself, Fantilia!
And the benefactors, too. Oh, patience, patience. Let me make myself presentable. Now I see why the disciples of Sanctus Medicus hold themselves in such high regard. The Arbor's traces really do possess the power of metamorphosis and resurrection.
All of you, ready yourselves! Don Hong, guard my back. I'm counting on you.
Understood.
Fantilia! What is she doing?
Will of preservation!
Benefactors, behold this beautiful body. The miracles of abundance live up to the name. Let's see if I can put it to good use. The very power that brought the Xianzhou long life, I will use to bring it destruction.
Fantilia has usurped the power of the Arbor. All of you, focus on destroying the Phantom Flowers. I'll go for the body. To victory!
Time for a shot. You're in bad shape.
Lance at the ready. Defend the weak.
So much bark with so little bite. Your attacks are futile. This body was born of the Arbor. You are but ants.
That's some strong wind!
March, careful!
Stay the course.
On my command. Vanquish the abomination!
I'm okay. Savor the vigor of it.
To the finish!
Try untangling yourselves from this.
The weeds in my garden give me more grief.
Your arrogance betrays you. The pilot spirit never dies. This is it.
For the Xianzhou!
Time, radiant spirit.
Heed my word. Show no mercy!
The wind is rising. Cloud kites, formation! Bolts from the blue!
All better now?
1,000 thanks.
Fracture!
To victory!
Is that it?
Just in time. Just a little something. Think nothing of it.
Nice teamwork.
You're in bad shape.
Stay the course. This is it.
I am the vanguard of the... Or the Xianzhou!
Life finds a way. A pilot spirit never dies. The wind is rising. Cloud kites, formation! Bolts from the blue!
Naughty children, don't listen. Nap time.
Vantilia, your scheme ends here. Vanquish the abomination!
I'm on guard.
Time for the radiant spirit.
Heed my word. Show no mercy!
To the clouds!
A foregone conclusion.
Or the Xianzhou!
Here comes the medicine.
Thank you,
Lance at the ready. Fracture! Lance ablaze! Flaming lance! Forward!
This is it. Flying insects.
That the abomination!
Time for a shot. All better now?
Stay the course. The wind is rising. Cloud kites, formation! Bolts from the bow!
Naughty children, don't listen. Savor the vigor. Just a little something. Think nothing of it.
Thank you, comrade.
Life finds a way.
A pilot spirit never dies. This is it.
I'm on guard. To the finish.
Crushing an ant with the weight of a star. How indulgent. The universe will end in destruction. And with it, the abundance and the hunt will disappear.
Time for the masked radiant spirit.
Heed my word. Show no mercy! Vanquish the abomination!
Thank you, comrade.
General of the Xianzhou, can your feeble strength survive this calamity?
Gunhung, you take it from here.
Did you think it was over, Fentilia?
Finally remembered your duty of watching over the Arbor?
Fracture! Lance ablaze! Flaming lance! Forward!
On my command. Victory!
Stay the course. This is it.
All better now?
Nice teamwork.
I am the vanguard of the hunt. For the Xianzhou!
Lance at the ready.
Shine, celestial spheres.
Here comes the medicine. Just in time. Just a little something. Think nothing of it.
Thank you, comrade. A pilot spirit never dies. To the clouds! The wind is rising. Cloud kites, formation! Bolts from the bow!
more than medicine.
All better now?
On my command, vanquish the abomination!
Time for the Master's radiant spirit.
Heed my word. Show no mercy!
Stay the course.
Shine, celestial spheres. Destruction.
I can take it.
Time for a shot?
Nice teamwork.
Antilia, your scheme ends here. To victory!
The pilot spirit never dies. This is it.
Fracture! Lance ablaze! Flaming lance! Forward!
Just in time. Just a little something. Think nothing of it.
Are we still ants to you, Fantilia? So much effort to crush us, and met with so little success. I wonder what the other Ravagers would think.
It's almost as if you can't wait to be acquainted with them. I'm afraid you won't have the chance. Blossom. It is time to put an end to this.
Watch yourself!
The wind is rising. Cloud kites, formation! Bolt from the bow!
Out of ideas, Fantilia!
Radiant spirit.
Heed my word. Show no mercy! Vanquish the abomination!
All better now?
Defend the weak.
Just in time. Just a little something. Think nothing of it.
Nice teamwork.
You're wasting my time. It is time to put an end to this.
Lance ablaze! Flaming lance! Forward!
I am the vanguard of the hunt. To victory!
This is it.
Naughty children, here comes the medicine.
Nice teamwork.
Stay the course.
A foregone conclusion.
Or the Xianzhou!
I'm on guard.
Time for a shot. All better now?
Nice teamwork.
This is it. On my command. Vanquish the abomination. Is that it?
Time for the Mastered Radiant Spirit.
Heed my word. Show no mercy!
The wind is rising. Cloud kites, formation! Bolts from the bow!
Indestructible.
Just in time. Just a little something. Think nothing of it.
Thank you, comrade.
Nap time.
Is that it?
It is time to put an end to this. You're wasting my time.
Mantilia, your scheme ends here. Or the Xianzhou!
Lance ablaze! Flaming lance! Forward!
Naughty children, don't listen. Savor the vigor.
Lance up the ready. Defend the weak.
I'm okay.
It is time to put an end to this.
Just in time. Just a little something. Think nothing of it.
Thank you, comrade. The wind is rising. Cloud kites, formation! Bolts from the bow!
A foregone conclusion. Time for the Masked Radiant Spirit.
Heed my word. Show no mercy!
This is it. I can take it.
Nap time.
Is that it? On my command. Vanquish the abomination!
I'm on guard. Lance ablaze! Flaming lance! Forward!
my indulgence. Your struggle in the face of certain death is... For my next trick, I shall turn each of you into my Void Rangers. The power of the destruction will eat away at your flesh and transform you into pawns of the great Nanook. Let's start with this arrogant Xianzhou general.
I wonder if the transformation of a Xianzhou general into a Void Ranger would cast the Loufu back into chaos. Destruction works in fascinating ways. What are you... Not bad, General of the Hunt. But all I lost was a body stolen on a whim. And you, how much longer can you last? The destruction of the Xianzhou is nigh.
Be gone, pawn of destruction. Tell the Legion that the vengeance of the Hunt will fall upon them.
General, are you... okay?
I'm still alive. And it would seem the two of us can still coordinate our efforts. Phantilia, a truly fearsome enemy. If she hadn't attempted to turn me into a pawn of destruction, I'm afraid victory would have been far from certain. Phantilia had established a link between me and herself. Her well-timed strike gravely injured her. Thus, her connection to the Arbor was severed.
So it was all part of the plan? When Dan Heng stabbed you, I was scared to death.
It takes more than that to destroy an emanator of destruction. Still...
Phantilia won't be stirring up trouble anytime soon. Don't worry about her infecting the Arbor again. It's just that sealing the Stellaron is going to take some time.
Leave that to the Master Diviner. I'm afraid I may be somewhat spent.
General, keep those eyes open. Now's not the time to fall asleep. Hey, wake up!
Is that a stain? I like this coat.